Okay, welcome to our evening yoga class. We're going to start first doing our pranayama, and to do this tonight we're going to just start in our comfortable seated position. You can place your hands on your knees with your palms open if you like. Lower your chin down towards your chest, try to relax your shoulders and close your eyes. So we're just going to take a few moments to just focus in on our breathing. You're going to take those long inhalations through your nose and then equal exhalation out through your nose. Just starting to allow those sit bones to root down toward the earth, relaxing the shoulders, allowing them to fall away from the ears, down toward the tailbone. Each breath you take, you become a bit more centered and a bit more rooted. Taking one deep inhale through the nose. Together we'll sigh it out on the exhale through the mouth. Open your eyes with a soft, steady gaze toward the floor. Draw those arms all the way up toward the ceiling. You're just going to lace those hands together, flip those palms up toward the sky, and gently take side to side movements. Try to move and breathe together. So you can inhale and then exhale. And then we'll take one more to the side. Come up to the center. Reach those arms up as tall as you can. Look up toward the ceiling. And then from here, we're going to round our spine. Drop the belly down all the way till those hands come down toward the shins. Inhale back up toward the ceiling. Circle those hands back and down. Fingertips slightly touch the mat. Roll the shoulders back. And then look up toward the ceiling. If it feels okay for your neck, then just let your head slide back. Bringing that head back down, rolling those shoulders toward the front. Slide that right hand down on your mat and just extend the left arm up toward the sky. Don't worry about how far over you get, but think of trying to root both sit bones down towards your mat. Then inhale, take that left hand down toward the floor and extend that right arm up. Relax those shoulders, sink the sit bones down toward the earth. And just breathe. Reach that right hand over. through the center. Now take your hands down toward the floor and just very slowly walk those hands forward. Just lower your head down. If you're able to get down a little lower, go ahead. Just continue to breathe. But take your time. This might be your first forward bend. Just breathe. Slowly walk those hands back up toward the knees. Place the hands down on the knees. And then as you exhale, you're going to close the rib cage around the middle back. And then as you inhale, you're going to come up, roll the shoulders back. Let's do a few more. So we exhale, draw the rib cage down. Inhale, lift, shoulders roll back. Last time, exhale. And then we inhale and lift up. Good. Take those legs long, straight out in front of you. Flex the feet and just sit high on those sit bones. So you can keep a soft bend in your knees for now if your legs feel really tight. And all I want you to do is just reach toward your shins, your ankles, or if you have the flexibility in those hamstring muscles, then you can grab a hold of those big toes. Take an inhale to lengthen your spine. And then just slowly press yourself down. Just be gentle. We're not in it for the depth of the posture. We're just in it right now to sort of warm the muscles up. Sort of get that length into our body. Then lift yourself up, walk those hands back toward the thighs, and draw the legs back into Sukhasana, so easy pose. Take the opposite leg that you had in front from the last time. Take that big inhale to lengthen the spine, and walk those hands down along the floor, just as far as you can. Once you feel those sit bones lift, that's about as far as you should go. You want to keep those sit bones rooted down towards your mat. When you feel like you've reached a place where you've gotten a good stretch and length, just take a moment to breathe into the posture. So take that head down, really feel like you're pushing the ground down through those palms. On your next exhalation, you're going to walk those hands back toward the knees. And then from here, we're going to roll ourselves up. And I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see me. We're going to come into a tabletop position. So we're going to stack the shoulders right on top of the elbows. And the elbows will be right on top of the wrists. You're going to spread those fingers really wide and you're going to plug the index finger and thumb into the ground. So from here, we're going to extend our right leg back, point all 5 toes toward the floor, and then lift that leg up. So you want to keep that head in line with the spine. If that feels okay, then what you can do is you can take that left arm up. So you want to look toward the thumb. Just try to hold that balance. From here, we're going to take the elbow to knee as we round our spine on the exhale. And then on the inhale, we're going to lengthen. Good. Just do a few more. Exhale in. last one. Reach all the way up, look forward, and then bring both points down toward the mat. Reposition yourself, so shoulders right on top of those elbows, elbows on top of the wrists. We're going to take that left leg back, and then we're going to lift it up. So you're going to try not to open your hip and keep that hip closed. Point all 5 toes toward the floor, and then reach the right arm up toward the end of your mat, so forward. As we exhale, we're going to round our spine, draw elbow to knee, and then we inhale to lengthen and look forward. Again, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. And then inhale. Take a breath. And then bring both points down toward your mat. Take those hips back toward the heels. Lengthen those arms forward. Taking a quick child's pose. Allowing the shoulders to feel a stretch, length through your spine. Now just remember that child's pose is here for you throughout your practice. You do not need permission. You can stay in child's pose as long as you like. Now on your next exhalation, you're going to come back up toward that tabletop position. And as you do so, curl the toes underneath you and just draw those hips up toward the ceiling. Down toward your first down dog. So take your time here. You might need to walk those legs out, sort of pedal them, heel and then toe, heel. We're just trying to create a little bit of heat through the back side of the body, warming up through those hamstrings, pressing those palms down to the earth. Take your time. So if you feel ready to lengthen those legs, do your best. Even if your heels are not down toward the ground, that's okay. Feel like you're lifting up off the kneecaps. You're really engaging those quadricep muscles. One more inhale here. And then as you exhale, look to the end of your mat, bend your knees, and step to the top of your mat. Right, left leg. And just hold in a forward bend. So you want to sort of lengthen and then draw down toward those sides. If your legs do not feel ready to be straight, then keep them bent. Keep them bent, let that head go. Allow your breathing to soften your posture. Good. Drawing that low navel in and up. Don't allow it to sort of just rest. You want to keep everything engaged. From here, we're going to take the hands to the shins and we're going to come halfway up. We're going to make a 7 with our body. And then as we exhale, we're going to lower back down to that forward bend. And if you need to bend those knees, by all means, go ahead. Let that head go. As we inhale, we come halfway up, make that 7 with our body, drawing the navel toward the spine. And then we exhale back down. From here, we're going to bend our knees, push into the soles of our feet, round our back, and we're going to come all the way up, one vertebrae at a time till we come up to a tall, long standing position. We're going to roll those shoulders back. Good. So we're standing at the top of your mat, toes together, heels slightly apart. Take a big inhale toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, soften those knees, swan dive forward. When we get to the bottom, we're going to take that halfway lift, and then we press back down toward those thighs on the exhale. Soften those knees, inhale, lift back up toward the ceiling, palms together, and then as we exhale, we swan dive forward. We take that inhale to halfway lift, and then we fold back down to the earth. Inhale to lift all the way up. Exhale, bring those hands into heart center. Take a moment, breathe. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Take that halfway lift. Exhale, press back down toward the ground. And then from here, we're going to take that right leg back. So you're going to press that right leg toward the back of your mat into a lunge. If you need to drop that back leg into a modified lunge, go ahead, take those hands to the fleshy part of the thigh. You want to make sure that that knee is directly on top of that ankle. You don't want too much of an arch in your back, so you want to keep that core engaged. Now bring those arms all the way up toward the ceiling, look up. And then as we exhale, we're going to take the arms behind us and we're going to push our body forward, sort of like an airplane. So reaching those fingers to the back of us. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale up. And exhale. This will be our last one. You're going to inhale to lift. Exhale. Now, inhale, bring those arms up, pause, take the hands down, frame the foot, and you're going to curl that back toe up, coming up to that full lunge, step back into a plank just for a moment, drop the knees down if you need to in a modified plank. You're going to roll those shoulders back and then lower all the way down to the floor. Lengthen along your mat. You can rock those hips out if you like. You're going to take the hands just underneath your shoulders, elbows back. Just lift the chest up off the floor, just slightly. Continue to breathe. Roll the shoulders back. Look straight toward the end of your mat. Take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, you're going to curl the toes underneath and you're going to come up, back to your down dog. So lift those hips up. Press the heels as close to the floor as you can. Let your head go. You can even nod no with your head if you like. Good. And from here, we're going to lift our left leg up toward the ceiling. And then very slowly, we're going to draw the knee toward the nose, and then step that leg through. Good. If you need to drop that back leg into a modified lunge, go ahead. Lift those arms all the way up toward the ceiling, making sure that that knee is in alignment. As we exhale, we're going to hinge forward, reach those fingertips to the back of our mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale. 2 more times. Breathing in and up. And exhale. Lift up. Pause. Exhale. Frame the foot. Curl that back toe underneath. Then step back to your plank. Hold. Good. From here, we're going to take a step forward, right, left leg, coming into that halfway lift. Then we press down into that forward fold. We inhale to lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift right here. Exhale, draw back. Let your head go. We're going to step back with the left leg. You can come back to that modified position, or if you're feeling ready to go to a full lunge, you can do that. You're going to lift those arms up. You're still going to make sure that knee is right on top of that ankle. Feel like you're lifting up out of the hips. As we exhale, we're going to come forward and reach those fingertips back. Inhale, lift toward the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, plant the hands. Now we're going to stay here. You're going to take that left hand, leave it where it is, and you're going to open up to the right side. So twisted lunge. If you need to drop down on that back knee, go right ahead. Try to push out of that left arm. Nice. And then as you exhale, you're going to take that right hand back down. You're going to curl that back toe underneath. Press back to that plank position. If you need to drop those knees, go right ahead. You're going to lower down Chaturanga. Then inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Look straight ahead. Exhale, curl the toes underneath. Push yourself back up towards your down dog. Breathe. From here, lift that right leg up. So extend it up toward the ceiling. Keep breathing. And then as we exhale, we're going to draw the knee toward the nose, round the spine, and step that right leg through. If you need to drop the back knee, go ahead. If you want to stay in that full lunge, inhale, arms up. Exhale, press away into flight. Breathe. Exhale, try to plug those shoulders into the socket. You don't want to wear those shoulders like earrings. Lower yourself down, Chaturanga. Inhale to baby cobra or upward facing dog. Roll those shoulders back. Draw the navel in. Exhale, down dog. look toward the top of your mat. You can bend your knees, come up on the toes. You're going to walk, step, jump all the way to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold back into those legs. Inhale to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, press back down. Now this time you're going to step back to plank or tabletop. We're going to go straight to our chaturanga. Upward facing dog or baby cobra. Roll those shoulders back and down. Look straight ahead. Plug those fingers into your mat. Exhale, press back for down dog. Breathe. Now lift your left leg up. Round your spine, draw your left knee in towards your chest and step that left foot in between those hands. Inhale. Exhale, flight. Inhale up. Exhale, flight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach those hands, arms roll back. Inhale, lift and hold. Exhale, draw the hands down. Now leave the right hand where it is, and you're going to open up to the left hand side. So reach that arm up. Try to get shoulder on top of shoulder. Relax your toes on that front foot. Take the hand down, frame that foot. Step back to plank or tabletop. Your chaturanga. Upward facing dog or baby cobra. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. So from here, we're going to come back to that three-legged dog. So you're going to lift that right leg up. As you exhale, you're going to draw the knee to the nose. One time, inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Lift up, that's two. And we're going to do one more. Exhale. Inhale. This time, step that foot in between those hands, and you're going to turn that back foot, so the left foot 45-degree angle. You're going to lift yourself up to warrior one. So reach those fingertips up, try to close that left hip. Look up toward the ceiling. Breathe. Then as we exhale, we're going to frame that foot, step back to plank or tabletop. Your chaturanga, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, press back down dog. Breathe. Now lift your left leg up. As we exhale, we round our spine, draw our knee to our nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose, round your back. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. This time we're going to bring that foot through and we're going to step it in between those hands. We're going to place that right foot down, 45-degree angle. Inhale, warrior one. Good. Press away with that back foot. Drive that front knee toward the front of your mat and on over your knee. As we exhale, we frame, we step back, your chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Take a breath. Look to the top of your mat, bend those knees, walk, step, or jump. Halfway lift. Fold back into those thighs, relax your head. Inhale, stand. Exhale, back down right away. Halfway lift. Push back down. You can walk, step back to our chaturanga. So if you're jumping back, I'm going to jump back, hold, then chaturanga to lift. Press those fingers into the mat. Exhale, down dog. Lift your right leg up. This time, let's take our right knee to the outside of ourselves, to the right elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale out. Inhale up. Bring that knee toward the nose and step that foot in between those hands. Come to that warrior one. And then as we exhale, we're going to open to our warrior two. So driving that right knee toward the front of our mat. Long arms. Try to push that left hip back. Look straight down that front arm. So you just stay straight down that front arm. A little bit deeper. Inhale to dancing warrior. Extend that right arm up. Reach that left arm down, but keep that front knee bent. From here, we're going to cartwheel those hands to a plank. Hold our plank, pause. From here, we're going to spin over onto our left foot. If you need to drop that left foot down, go ahead and open up to a side plank. Try to really pull that left side away from the mat. So you want to make sort of a rainbow with that left side. Very nice. And then you take the right arm, bring it back down toward the floor. Push back to a down dog. Take a breath here. Extend that left leg up toward the ceiling. And now take the left knee to the left elbow outside of your body. Look straight forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, up. And then we're going to take that left foot in between those hands. We're going to park that right foot, that 45-degree angle. Lift those arms up. Warrior one. Drive that left knee down. Roll those shoulders back. Let's open to warrior two. Then dancing warrior. Then we're going to cartwheel those hands, frame the foot, step back to a plank. Then from here, we're going to spin onto our right blade of our foot. If we need to drop that right leg down, we will. Open up, shoulder on top of shoulder. Exhale back to plank. Good. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or baby cobra. Roll those shoulders back. Look ahead. Exhale, down dog. Very nice. So from here, look to the end of your mat. Walk, step, jump yourself forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, press toward those thighs. Inhale to stand tall. Exhale, hands to heart. Just close your eyes here for a moment. Draw your attention back towards your breathing. So from here, we're going to come into tree. So we're going to stabilize ourselves on our left leg, and we're going to open up through our right side. So we're going to make sure that those hips are square. And how far you get that right foot up doesn't matter as much as trying to keep those hips open and trying to keep the hips level. So you don't want to sort of push that left hip out. So drawing those hands in toward the heart. Wherever your tree is, so it's either above or below your knee. If you want to go to the full expression, then you're going to draw that foot into the inner thigh. And from here, we're going to lift those arms up. Thumb over thumb, index fingers toward the ceiling. Roll the shoulders back. Close the ribcage. Draw the hands back into the heart, but leave the leg where it is. So from here, we're going to take the right hand down to the hip, and we're going to turn that right knee forward to face me, flex your foot, and then take your left hand and very gently place it on the outside of that thigh. Now you can stay just like this. It doesn't have to be any more than this. But if you do want a challenge, then your first step would be to extend the right arm to the back wall. And then you could take that left arm toward me. You can extend the right leg. Good. Draw the hands into heart. Bend and open up the knee and sit yourself down into a figure 4 squat. Try to focus on pressing those hips back, softening the shoulders and continuing that breathing. Very good. Stand yourself up, inhale toward the ceiling. And then exhale, just come down, holding in a forward bend. If you like, you can walk those feet a bit wider apart, and you can come into a ragdoll. So that allows the upper body to sort of just hang over those thighs. If you like to take elbow to elbow and then rest your forehead down on those forearms and just sort of swing side to side. Welcome to do that. You're just trying to alleviate any tension that you may have felt through that balanced posture. Release the hands, soften those knees. Inhale back to the side. Exhale, hands to heart. Pause. Now let's stabilize on our right leg. And we're going to open up the hips, allowing that left knee to push to the back wall. So again, it can be either above or below the knee, it just can't be right against that knee. If you're feeling like you're able to go to the full expression of the posture, then you can take that foot, press it flat against that inner thigh, try to square those hips. And when you feel ready, you're going to extend those arms up, crossing thumb over thumb, index finger toward the ceiling. Try to roll those shoulders back, nice long spine, no arch. And just breathe. Good. Now draw the hands back into heart center, and then you're going to take your left hand on the hip, turn the knee to face me. So flex your foot, get that knee to face the front of the room, and then take that right hand and very gently place it on the outside of that left leg and give it just a little twist. Now you can stay just like you are, or you can see if you can extend the left arm to the back wall. Or again, you can take that right arm and reach toward the front of the room. And even still, you can take that left leg and extend it. Everything back toward the center. And then cross that left ankle over the knee and just gently sit yourself down into that one leg chair or a figure four. Take that breath. One more inhale. Stand yourself up, release that left leg, take that breath toward the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, press the chest toward those thighs. Jump step, walk back, plank or tabletop. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, press back down dog. Lift your right leg up. Flex the foot, 5 toes toward the floor. As we exhale, we're going to take the knee toward the nose and step that right foot in between those hands. Drop that left foot down. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Dancing warrior. Come back up through warrior two. Extend your front leg and then reach to the front of your mat with your upper body, and then take the right hand down to the inside of the knee and extend that left arm up. If you're able to take that right arm down toward the floor, go ahead. But it doesn't have to. Come back up through that warrior two position. Cartwheel those arms down toward the floor. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog or baby cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Press back. Lift that left leg up. Knee toward the nose. Step it in between the hands. Park that right foot. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Dancing warrior. Come back through warrior two. Extend your front leg. Reach your left arm to the front of the room. Left hand down toward the left knee. Extend the right arm up. If you're able to reach down toward the floor, go ahead. But don't sacrifice form Soften that left leg, come back up through warrior two. Cartwheel those arms, step back to plank, hold, hold plank, just hold. Slowly allow the knees to come down toward the floor, uncurl those toes, and press the hips back toward the heels, leaving those arms out in front. Taking Balasana, child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Walk those hands back toward the knees, and you're just going to sit yourself up. Sit up as tall as you can, nice long spine, squeeze those knees together. You're going to swing those legs around so that you can come to a seated position. We're going to sit up as tall as we can. We're going to take a curvature through the middle back, squeeze the knees together, reach those arms out in front into Navasana, boat. So this is a boat. This is also a boat. If you feel like you're able to float those legs up off the mat, you can give it a try, but try not to rock to the tailbone. So you want to try to keep up on those sit bones, but still have that curvature in the middle back. Extend those legs if you're able to. Flex your feet. Gently lower those feet down to the ground. Come up through center. And then reach those arms as far forward as you can. So again, if that means shins or ankles, whatever you can get a hold of, go ahead. Drop your chest down, but try not to round. So try to keep that posture really long. Now you can give yourself a little bit of a break, a little bit more of a curvature. See how much depth you can get. Round, articulate. Then roll yourself back all the way to a lying position. Good. When you're there, circle those arms around toward the hip and just take that right knee in towards your shoulder. So take it in toward the shoulder. You can open and close that hip a little bit. Extend the right leg up toward the sky. So again, if you have to shorten the distance by kind of bending that right knee a little bit, that's okay. So you can hold here, the back of the hamstring, at the calf, or if you're able to go to big toe, hold without really lifting your chin up. So this is the moment where you sort of settle in to your mat and just focus on the posture, but really allow that breathing to come back in to the practice. So now we're going to take that right leg to the outside of the body on the right side. Flex your foot. Try not to allow that left side to go with you. So you want to kind of keep those hips flat on the mat. Chest is nice and open. There is still energy in your left leg. Good. Soften that right knee, bring it back up to the center, switch hands at the midline. So we're going to get that right leg bent, take that hand on the outside of that right leg, and then allow the right leg to cross over the left side. If you're able to look over to the right, go ahead. Level to center, square that pelvis, draw the knee back into the chest, and then as you exhale, gently allow that right leg to fall toward the floor. Take that left knee to the left shoulder and just very gently sort of open and close that hip. And then from here, we're going to square the pelvis, so we're going to make sure that we're nice and flat, and then we're going to extend that left leg up. So just like we did on the other side, we can either hold at the hamstring or the calf muscle, or if we're able to a big toe hold, then go ahead. If we need to draw that right knee in a bit, just so that we don't feel like there's so much tension on our hips and our hamstrings, feel free to do that. When you feel ready, you can allow that right leg to fall to the outside of the body, or left leg rather. So left leg to the left side of the body. We want to make sure that that pelvis is nice and square to the mat, and our chest is open to the ceiling, and our head is in neutral. So we don't want to, again, allow that chin to push up toward the ceiling. Soften that knee to draw it back in and up toward the midline. And then from there, you're going to switch hands. Now we take the right hand to the outside of that left thigh, taking that left arm out to the side of our body, and allow that left leg to cross over the right side. Breathe. You're almost there. Come in and up through the center. Take that left knee in toward the chest. And now we're going to take the right knee into match. And we're going to hug those arms around the shins. And we're going to gently rock side to side. Placing those feet flat on the floor. We're going to walk those feet to the end of our mat and take our hands out beside us with the palms toward the ceiling. Let those legs just splay apart. So we don't want to hold any tension in our extremities, our neck, anywhere. We're heading into our final posture, Shavasana. So I'll talk you through the first minute or so, and then we'll just take another minute to just focus solely on our breathing. You won't hear me talking, but I'll let you know when it's time to come out of Shavasana. So just take this time to really relax and allow yourself to soak up all that you've just done. Allow the eyes to soften. Allow the shoulders to ease. We're just noticing the rise and fall of our belly. We're not trying to change our breathing. Just noticing how we feel now as opposed to how we felt when we started our practice. Hopefully you feel a bit more relaxed and rejuvenated. Soften your jaw. And just breathe. Slowly draw your awareness back to your space. Just wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take those arms in and up over your head, stretch them. Lengthen those legs, flex and point those feet. Feel like you're just getting up in the morning. Circle those hands around toward the knees. Take them back in toward the chest, this time a little bit wider. And take that rock side to side. Roll over onto your side and just gently sink Get yourself back up into Sukhasana, our easy posture. Sitting up as tall as you can. Just nod that head no. And then yes. Draw the head back to neutral. Take the hands into heart center. Thank you for practicing with me tonight, guys. Namaste.